Hey everyone, welcome back to The Blerd Girl Live. I'm Karen Mahorn, aka The Blerd Girl, and I hope your week is off to an amazing start.
Let me get it.
It's a good day.
Tonight, I'm totally excited to have award-winning writers and producers Tananarive Due and Steven Barnes on the show to talk about their work and their love of horror and fantasy genres. What is it like trying to be creative in this time, and how do you marry your creative side with your activism?
I thank you for that question. My late mother, Patricia Stevens Due, and my father, who's 85 now, John Due, were both civil rights activists in the 1960s and continued to be lifelong activists. So I had very strong role models in terms of trying to have real impact in the world. And I'm just grateful every day that they didn't think I was wasting my time as a writer. Because I often say, if they had told me I was wasting my time, I would not be a writer, or it would have taken me a long time to come to the point of accepting that I was a writer. So I was very lucky to have that support, and also very explicitly told that representation matters by my parents. So I do marry those aspects as much as possible. In fact, I just finished a 7-year novel writing project called The Reformatory, which frankly I wanted to stop writing many times. It's set in 1950, which is not a fun year to be hanging out in. It's about children. So it was really tough for me to have mean things happening to children. But it's basically about the Dozier School in Marianna, Florida. It's the same school that Colson Whitehead wrote about in The Nickel Boys, but mine has ghosts, is how I'll pitch it. But really the point was to just create a liberation story. So whenever I felt myself flagging, the research was bringing me down, the story was bringing me down, I'd see a picture of Tamir Rice, the 12-year-old boy who was shot to death by police in Cleveland with no warning
Mm-hmm.
because he was
Mm-hmm.
playing with a toy gun, or Sandra Bland. It's just because it's not about 1950. I kept telling myself it's about now. These issues, this book will help people understand the lineage of the kinds of policing and justice system issues that we're still trying to figure out how to grapple with now.
How about you, Stephen? Is it hard being creative right now with everything going on?
You know, I I don't have any intense moments, no burnouts where things just aren't working. But there is more of a sense that I've been thrown into a little bit of a lower gear, that I'm pulling, that there's more stress. I'm a very regimented person. I have a lot of routine in my life. I wake up, I meditate, I go through very specific things, I interact on social media, I work out, and then there is a minimum amount of work I have to get done every day. And that's you have to do at least one sentence every day. So if you do that, then what you find is that you you've set the tone to do a lot more than just a single sentence. So yes, the stress is there, but stress doesn't hurt you. It's the strain that hurts you. The difference between stress is the pressure that you're under. If I was to take this piece of paper and push it, the stress from an engineering point of view is the pressure per unit area, right? But strain is deformation per unit length. It's the strain that hurts you. So I have a lot of different things that I do over the course of the day to prevent stress from becoming strain. There's meditation and visualization and affirmations and just getting up and moving, exercise, and making sure to interact with my family, talk to people that I love, remember my purpose in life. Why am I doing these things? And the more your actions over the course of a day are not about you, but you're seeing how you're benefiting your family, your community, you're trying to communicate with the world, you're trying to be right in the eyes of the divine. The more you have things that are larger than you that motivate you, the easier it is to wake up in the morning and realize, oh, these are the things I have to do. This is what I have to take care of. There are people to teach, there are people to help, there's stories to tell, there are things to be done. And when you've got that, then you actually can turn the stress into energy. You turn that fear into energy, which is what it's supposed to be. Fear exists, in your system to warn you that it's time to run or time to fight. It turns into depression when it feels like there's no one to fight and nowhere to run. So it's critical that every day you can see, at least one step you can take that will move you in the direction that you need to go. And if you have that, then you get that done. And then once you've taken one step, sometimes it's easier to take another and then another and then another. In all honesty, the single most important piece of advice I can give you if stress is an issue is every 3 hours, set your timer on your phone to go off every 3 hours, like 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and spend 60 seconds, 1 minute doing deep, slow, diaphragmatic belly breathing. If you will do that single thing, you will break the hold that stress has over you. I kid you not.